let's do some more FLL. This is lesson 80. Pause me if you need to pull it out. Okay, we're going to be reviewing some parts of speech and subjects and predicates. So let's jump in. Okay, say with me what a noun is. A noun is the name of a person, place, thing, or idea. So how do we do that? A person, place, thing, or idea? Hopefully I got that right. Can't quite remember. I'm getting rusty. So a noun can be a name common to many persons, places, things, and ideas. So like man, park, day, bird. Common to many things. Can also be the name of one special person, place, or thing. And those we call proper nouns, right? Like Mr. Knetter, James Madison Park, Monday, your pet bird Tweety, or your guinea pig Maurice. These are proper nouns, and proper nouns always begin with a capital letter. Keep that in mind. Now, a pronoun. These are a little trickier, right? A pronoun is a word used in the place of a noun. So it can be used in the place of a noun. A personal pronoun is a word used in the place of a person's name. They include subject pronouns and object pronouns and possessive pronouns. So let's say our personal pronouns together. I, me, my, mine, you, your, yours. He, she, him, her, it, his, hers, its. We, us, our, ours, they, them, their, theirs. Those are our personal pronouns. We also learned another type of pronoun, a demonstrative pronoun. These pronouns point out or demonstrate something. There are 4 of them. Think what they could be. It's this, that, these, and those. This, that, these, those. There's one more kind of pronoun that you've learned about. Interrogative or interrogative pronouns. Interrogative makes more sense to me, but it doesn't sound right, does it? Interrogative, interrogative. You know who knows? Google knows how to pronounce this. Let's hear how Google pronounces it. Let's see. This is a YouTube video. They'll have to say it. Do we trust them though? I don't know. Well, now it doesn't want to load. I just want to teach you correctly in this.
Interrogative sentences.
Oh, well, she's British. Anyway, she said interrogative, so I guess it's interrogative. We can just say it like a Brit. Anyway. Okay. In what kind of sentence can you find interrogative pronouns? In a question sentence. Think about why I said that interrogative sounded like it made more sense is because think of an interrogation. That's when a police is questioning, or the police are questioning a criminal or a suspect to a crime. They're interrogating them. They're asking them lots of questions. So here, in interrogative pronouns, we use when we ask questions. So these are pronouns like who, whom, which, and what. So who are you? Whom do you see? Which is your book? What is your book about? Those are interrogative pronouns, and they always come at or near the beginning of a sentence. All right, talked about nouns, talked about pronouns. Now we're going to talk about verbs. So a verb is a word that does an action, shows the state of being, links two words together, or helps another verb. So an action verb shows action. Let's think of some. Jump, run, yell, whistle. Those are all action verbs. They show an action. But there are also state of being verbs that show state of being, and linking verbs that link the subject to another word in the sentence. Let's say those state of being verbs and linking verbs, they're the same verbs, together. Am, is, are, was, were, be, being, been. I bet some of you went on. Those are helping verbs that are the longer chant. The shorter chant is just our state of being verbs and our linking verbs. So now let's say our helping verbs. Am, is, are, was, were, do, be, being, been, have, has, had, do, does, did, shall, will, should, would, may, might, must, can, could. I bet y'all can do those really fast. You should pause me and do it as fast as you possibly can. That'd be fun. You want to see how fast? I don't know how fast I can do those. Am, is, are, was, were, be, being, been, have, has, had, do, does, did, should, would, may, might, both. Okay, good. Oh, I really messed that up. Shall, will, should, would, may, might, must. That's hard. Okay. Helping verbs help the main verb by showing time. So I am helping. He was being questioned. I will bake a cake for you. They show when that thing is happening in time. So either you're doing it right this moment, or in the future, or it was done in the past. Okay, talked about nouns, pronouns, verbs. Now let's talk about adjectives. An adjective is a word that describes a noun or a pronoun. Adjectives tell what kind, which one, how many, and whose. So, let's say that I own a gerbil. I don't, but let's say that I do. What kind of gerbil? Is it a fat gerbil? Which gerbil? I own that gerbil. How many gerbils? One gerbil. Whose gerbil? My gerbil. Those are all types of adjectives. Fat, that, one, my. There are also three little adjectives that are called articles. The, an a. So remember, articles are also adjectives. And usually when you diagram them like adjectives. Ooh, we've still got a long ways to go. So, now let's talk about adverbs. An adverb is a word that describes a verb, an adjective, or another adverb. They tell how, when, where, how often, and to what extent. So let's say I'm walking. How do I walk? I walk slowly. It's an adverb. When do I walk? I walk early. Also an adverb. Where do I walk? I walk nearby. Adverb. How often do I walk? I walk regularly. To what extent adverbs describe adjectives or other adverbs? To what extent do I walk regularly? I walk very regularly. To what extent? Adverbs you learned are to, T-O-O, very, really, quite, so, rather, slightly, and extremely. Okay, covering a lot, because now we're talking about prepositions. So a preposition is a word that shows the relationship of a noun or a pronoun to another word in the sentence. So let's say our prepositions. This is kind of a long list. I don't think I can do this from memory. I bet you can. Aboard, about, above, across, after, against, along, among, around, at, before, behind, below, beneath, beside, between, beyond, by, down, during, except for, from, in, inside, into, like, near, of, off, on, over, past, since, through, throughout, to, toward, under, underneath, until, up, upon, with, within, without. A preposition is always a part of a prepositional phrase. A prepositional phrase has a preposition and an object of the preposition. It may also contain adjectives that describe the object of the preposition. So listen to these prepositional phrases. On the washing machine. Around town. Behind the two-headed monster. During the Super Bowl. Throughout the earth. Under the ocean floor. A prepositional phrase can act as an adjective phrase describing a noun or pronoun, or an adverb phrase describing a verb. So what is the definition of a conjunction? Moving on. A conjunction is a word that joins words or groups of words together. So the three most common are and, but, and or. So a conjunction can join two or more words together. I had oatmeal and raisins. But it can also join two or more phrases together. I will ride my bike or take the bus. Conjunction can even join two sentences together. Mary likes to look at snakes, but she doesn't like to touch them. Whatever. I don't know why snakes had to be involved in this. Okay. Now an interjection. My goodness gracious. Okay, an interjection. An interjection is a word that expresses sudden or strong feeling. So these are some interjections. Ow! I stubbed my toe. Whew, that was an exhausting hike. Or, eek! The tarantulas have escaped from their terrarium again. Tarantulas aren't that bad. Okay, so now here's what you're going to do. In exercise 1, you are going to label each word as a noun. Here, you can label it as a noun, which you'll just put an N, and a pronoun, which you'll put, how's about, just put a P if it's a pronoun. A verb, for verb just put V. Adjective, which you'll put ADJ. Adverb, ADV. Preposition, run out of room, which you'll put PREP. Conjunction, which will be C, just C is fine, and an interjection, which will be, let's just put I. Oh no. So here, you might want to just pause on the screen. These are how you're going to label the words in these sentences. N for noun, P for pronoun, V for verb, ADJ for adjective, ADV for adverb, PREP for preposition, C for conjunction, I for interjection. So you can always come back to that screen if you don't know how to label something, but you're going to go through and label each of those. Then it wants you to diagram some sentences. Do your best, have a parent look over them, because I'm about to run out of time, so I can't go on with you. But take your time, think about how to diagram them, and I'm sure you'll do great.